Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book on record episode to do. Today's book is Bambi from 1966. So let's see how this sounds.
This is a Walt Disney original little long-playing record, and I am your Disneyland story reader. I am going to begin now to read the story of Bambi. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when Tinker Bell rings her little bells like this. Let's begin now. Bambi came into the world in the middle of a thicket, one of those little hidden forest glades which seem to be open but are really screened in on all sides. The magpie was the first to discover him. "This is quite an occasion," he said. "It isn't often that a young prince is born. Congratulations." Bambi's mother looked up. "Thank you," she said quietly. Then she nudged her sleeping baby gently with her nose. "Wake up," she whispered. "Wake up."
"What are you going to name the young prince?"
asked the baby rabbit. "I'll call him Bambi," the mother answered.
"Bambi?"
repeated the rabbit.
"That's a good name. My name's Thumper."
And he hopped away with his mother and sisters. The forest was beautiful in the summer. The trees stood still under the blue sky, and out of the earth came troops of flowers unfolding their red, white, and yellow stars. Bambi liked to follow his mother down the forest paths. There were friends all along these forest paths. The opossums, hanging by their long tails from the branches of a tree, said,
"Hello, Prince Bambi."
As Bambi and his mother reached a little clearing in the forest, they met Thumper and his family.
"Come on, Bambi.
Said Thumper,
Let's play."
and Bambi began to run on his stiff, spindly legs. Then he saw a family of birds on a low branch. He stared at them.
"These are birds, Bambi."
Thumper said.
"Birds?"
Said Bambi slowly. It was his first word. When he saw a butterfly flutter across the path, he cried, "Bird! Bird!" again.
"No, Bambi,"
Said Thumper.
"that's not a bird. It's a butterfly."
Then Bambi saw a clump of yellow flowers, and he bounded toward them.
"Butterfly."
He cried.
"No, Bambi."
Said Thumper.
"Flower."
Suddenly he drew back. Out from the bed of flowers came a small black head with two gleaming eyes. "Flower," said Bambi.
"That's not a flower.
Thumper giggled.
Skunk."
"Flower," said Bambi again.
"The young prince can call me Flower if he wants to,"
Said the skunk.
"I don't mind. In fact, I like it."
Bambi had made another friend. One day, in the meadow, Bambi caught sight of another small fawn, but he was shy and bounded away to where he saw his friend, Flower the skunk, playing. He pretended he did not see the new little fawn. "Don't be afraid, Bambi," his mother said. "That is little Faline. Her mother is your Aunt Ena." Soon Bambi and Faline were racing around hillocks. Suddenly there was a sound of hoofbeats, and figures came bursting out of the woods. They were the stags. One of the stags was larger and stronger than all the others. This was the great prince of the forest, very brave and wise. The great stag uttered one dreadful word. "Man!" Later, Bambi's mother explained. "It was Man in the meadow, Bambi. He brings danger and death to the forest with his long stick that roars and spurts flames. Someday you will understand." One morning, Bambi woke up shivering with cold. His nose told him there was something strange in the world. When he looked out through the thicket, he saw everything covered with white. "It's snow, Bambi," his mother said. "Go ahead and walk out." Cautiously, Bambi stepped on the surface of the snow and saw his feet sink down in it. The air was calm and the sun on the white snow sparkled. Bambi was delighted. Thumper was playing on the ice-covered pond, and Bambi trotted gingerly down the slope and out onto the smooth ice, too. Shot forward, his rear leg slipped back, and down he crashed. He looked up to see Thumper laughing at him. Winter was a difficult time for all the animals in the forest. Food grew scarce. Sometimes Bambi and his mother had to strip bark from trees and eat it. At last, when it seemed they could find no more to eat, there was a change in the air. Thin sunshine filtered through the bare branches, and the air was a little warmer. That day, too, Bambi's mother dug under the soft snow and found a few blades of pale green grass. It was spring. Everything was turning green, and the leaves looked fresh and smiling. Suddenly, Bambi looked up and saw another deer.
Hello, Bambi.
Said the other deer.
Don't you remember me? I'm Faline.
Bambi stared at her. Faline was now a graceful and beautiful doe. Bambi and Faline walked away through the woods. At night they trotted onto the meadow where they stood in the moonlight, listening to the east wind and the west wind calling to each other. Early one morning in the autumn, Bambi sniffed the scent of man. Bambi ran back to the thicket for Faline. The sounds of man and the barking of dogs came closer. The old stag appeared and said, "The forest has caught fire from the flames of man's campfires. We must go to the river." They plunged into the raging fire and then fell into cool, rushing water. With a cry of joy, Faline came running to him. Together, they stood on the shore and watched the flames destroy their forest home. Spring had come again, and green leaves and grass and flowers covered the scars left by the fire. Again, news went through the forest. "Come along, come to the thicket." At the thicket, the squirrels and rabbits and birds were peering through the undergrowth at Faline and 2 spotted fawns. And not far away was Bambi, the proud father, and the new great prince of the forest.
Love is a song that never ends. Life may be swift and fleeting. Hope may die, yet the future music comes each day like a dawn. Love is a song that never ends. One simple theme repeats.
So that was Bambi from 1966. But I think the book said that the movie was made in 1941. And I've seen this movie 3 times in the 80s, once in the 90s on a VCR tape, and then I seen it last year on DVD. The movie's boring, but it got good animation. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. And our next book is Pinocchio.